Now, from the home of the 2026 Winter Olympics and streaming live on KWQC+, this is a KWQC TV6 News Update.
Well, meteorologist Diana Rodriguez joins us now. It's been a very unseasonably warm week here in mid-February in the Quad Cities, and I know tonight you've got your eyes on the sky.
Oh, eyes in the sky, on radar. We want everybody to be weather aware. We're not only tracking winter weather, but we're also tracking spring weather as far as, well, the potential for some strong storms here this evening. A lot has been changing here throughout the day today, so it's very important that everybody stays weather aware here the next 12 to 36 hours. So we do have a first alert day in effect that's going to be until 10 p.m. tonight, but then we will have another one here beginning at midnight until 9 a.m. tomorrow. So what we're expecting here this evening, I mean, we've been talking about it, there's that potential for some storms in which some of them could be on the stronger to even severe side of it, especially for areas east of the Mississippi River. Threats right now does seem to be hail and even some gusty winds. Never want to rule out the possibility for an isolated tornado, but as of now, that threat does seem to be pretty low here across the area. After that system moves through, it's also going to bring us, well, some wet slushy snow for areas north and west of the Quad Cities area. But taking a live look outside, we have been very cloudy most of our day today, and one thing you are starting to notice, well, a little bit of some of that sunshine. We don't really like to see sunshine on days like today, especially when we're talking about storms, because that is actually something that we're missing today as far as instability and moisture, which are the prime ingredients to set up today's maybe severe to the stronger end of today's storm. But we're not just seeing peaks of some sunshine here in the Quad Cities, we're also seeing that here in Burlington and even Dubuque, and those winds, of course, have been picking up here all day long. Current temperatures, you can definitely see that front there as it's definitely across the TV6 viewing area. Temperatures ranging from 60s to 50s to even some 40s. It's 45 degrees in Dubuque, 50 for Savannah, 54 in the Quad Cities in Kewanee, 60 degrees, 57 for Princeton, and 58 in Galesburg. Those temperatures in the next couple of hours, they are going to continue in the 50s and we'll see some 60s, but otherwise they will begin to cool off back into the 40s, overnight into the 30s, and unfortunately we're not really going to be climbing back up into the 50s or even 60s as we get into the next couple of days. So we are going to be more on the seasonal side here, but we are going to be tracking again some heavy rain, isolated storms through this evening, and then some wet slushy snow as we get into tomorrow morning. As we get into this weekend, things will start to change. So here's a look at the severe weather outlook, and of course the Storm Prediction Center does have a moderate risk for areas down to the south. As far as here at home, areas south and east of the Quad Cities are under a level 1 out of 5 risk. So of course there's still that chance where we can see some strong to even some severe storms, but as of now it does seem like it will be around Galesburg to Kewanee and Princeton, even Sterling areas. So we do want, regardless, everybody to be weather aware. Live radar right now, it does seem like there's a little bit of activity going on just south of Galesburg, but of course that's only the beginning of what we can expect here through this evening. So on exact track, we can expect to have some rain start to arrive here around 5-6 p.m. and it does seem like that heavier part does seem to arrive around 7 and 8 p.m. So of course it's one of the models, but of course that is that threshold around 5, 7, 8 p.m. So we do still want everybody to continue to be weather aware. That system does start to kind of become a little bit more scattered as it approaches for those northern and eastern counties. And then as we get into midnight, that is when it starts to kind of transition with that low pressure system, bring us some potential for some widespread snow. Now as far as major accumulations, not expecting anything too major here in the Quad Cities, but of course there could be a little bit of a dusting first to the south. Up north, especially in Dubuque, and I wouldn't be surprised if maybe in Cedar County, maybe Jackson County, Clinton as well, could start to see anywhere from 2 to even 3 inches worth of accumulating snow. There is a winter weather advisory as of now. A lot can and will change, and I wouldn't be surprised if that does get extended even here into the Quad Cities, or we can maybe see up to an inch. But of course, it just depends on this system here through this evening and its exact track to be able to pinpoint who will be getting what amount of snow. But of course we do need the rain. I'm sure we don't need any more of that snow, but otherwise that 7-day forecast does show that first alert day in effect here through tomorrow morning, and those temperatures back into the 30s, so we'll be normal for this time of year, and we'll continue with that normal trend even as we get into this weekend. As we get into Sunday, we barely make it into the 30s, but otherwise 30s to kick off next week, and then back into the 40s. And as of now, we just have to get through this active stretch of weather here the next 12 to 36 hours, and then as we get into this weekend and through next week, Joey, it does seem like we're dealing with pretty quiet weather.
Did you bring your umbrella to work tonight?
You know what? I will tell you something. As a meteorologist, I don't own an umbrella.
That's unbelievable.
I know. Did you bring yours?
You know, I didn't. That's why I was going to ask you if I could borrow yours and maybe
Joey,
get it back to you,
you know
after
what?
the rain passes through or something.
Maybe I'll go buy one and then I'll let you borrow it.
We're going to get you an umbrella.
Okay.
I think you should probably have one.
I should.
Thank you very much, Deanna. When we come back here on KWQC Plus, we'll get you all caught up to date on the latest action at the Olympic Games. We've hit that point in the Olympics where events are beginning to wrap up competition, which is more and more exciting with gold on the line. And for the women's ice hockey team and Northern Illinois native Tessa Janicki, today was the most exciting day of all as the U.S. took on Canada in the gold medal game. We've been telling you about Tessa throughout the start of the Olympics. And today it all wrapped up. This is video her dad sent us from the celebration after Team USA won the gold. It was a thrilling 2-1 win in overtime. We'll have much more on their big come-from-behind win at 5 and 6 on the KWQC News. This is the 7th time the United States and Canada have faced off for Olympic hockey gold since women's hockey debuted in 1998. In a border rivalry that never gets old, Switzerland won the bronze medal in the game earlier today against Sweden. And the women's curling team took on Switzerland today, winning 7-6 in a match that went to an extra end. The win gave Team USA a spot in the semifinals. The U.S. will now face Switzerland once again. Excuse me. And Wisconsin native speed skater Jordal Stoltz just barely lost his third chance at a gold medal in the Winter Games when he lost to China's Yang Jiayan in the 1,500 meters today. Ning won in an Olympic record time of 1 minute and 41.98 seconds. Stoltz was behind by just 0.77 seconds, adding a silver medal to the golds he claimed in the 500 and the 1,000. And as the Olympic day wraps up, we have a medal count here updated, sponsored by Ace Waterproofing and Basement Solutions. With the women's ice hockey gold and Stoltz's silver, Team USA up to 26 total medals, 8 of them being gold, 12 silver, and 6 bronze. Leading the games right now is Norway with 34 total medals, followed by Italy with 26, and Team USA in third. France follows with 19 medals. And the Netherlands have 16 medals. Sweden sits in 6th place with 15 total medals. Coming up tonight in prime time here on KWQC, you can watch women's free figure skate in the men's 1,500 meter in speed skating, where Stoltz won silver, and men's aerials final competition. All of that will begin in prime time tonight at 7 o'clock on KWQC. Thank you so much for watching this Olympic update. You can join us again tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 for more updates from the Olympic Games. Have a great evening.